Time to Lead, What We Can Learn from Great Leaders. As Professor Jan Benedict Steenkamp states in Time to Lead, everybody can improve their leadership qualities by reading about other leaders, how they resolved their dilemmas, and why they were successful. Steenkamp begins to shore up that deficiency by looking at the lives of 16 men and women and the decisions they were faced with that changed the course of history. On the other hand, foxes know much better how to get somewhere, means, than where they are going, ends. Ostriches have neither the qualities of the hedgehog or the fox. In the appendix of this book you will find 3 assessment tools: the grit scale, the hedgehog scale, and sales and assessment for leadership styles. Themistocles, Henry Campbell Bannerman, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Florence Nightingale and Martin Luther King Jr. Charismatic leadership: buy into the leader, then follow their vision.
Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Yeah. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
For even as we celebrate tonight, we know the challenges that tomorrow will bring are the greatest of our lifetime. I stand here knowing that my story is part of the larger American story, that I owe a debt to all of those who came before me, and that in no other country on earth is my story even possible. I'm the son of a black man from Kenya and a white woman from Kansas. I am married to a black American who carries within her the blood of slaves and slave owners. I have brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, uncles, and cousins of every race and every hue scattered across 3 continents. These people are part of me, and they are part of America, this country that I love. I've come here to Cairo to seek a new beginning between the United States and Muslims around the world, one based on mutual interest and mutual respect. Just as Muslims do not fit a crude stereotype, America is not the crude stereotype of a self-interested empire. To say that force may sometimes be necessary is not a call to cynicism, it is a recognition of history, the imperfections of man, and the limits of reason. We gather here to honor the courage of ordinary Americans willing to endure billy clubs and the chastening rod, tear gas and the trampling hoof. Men and women who, despite the gush of blood and splintered bone, would stay true to their North Star and keep marching towards justice. And while this nation has been tested by war, and it's been tested by recession, and all manner of challenges, I stand before you again tonight, after almost 2 terms as your president, to tell you I am more optimistic about the future of America than ever before.
Leadership. All of us have the ability to be leaders. Everyone has the potential to become a leader. What makes a leader? The first and foremost is the vision. Leaders have dreams. And those dreams are beyond the self. There has never been a leader whose dream is concentrated on the self. So my great inspiration is the great Iqbal. Now, the quality that distinguishes leaders is their ability to take pressure. Winston Churchill became a leader in Britain. When the biggest crisis was faced by the country, they looked upon someone who could take the pressure. How do you take pressure? When you struggle, When you struggle and when you have setbacks, you pick yourself up, you resume your struggle. It's eventually you get stronger. Each time you pick yourself up, you get stronger. So number one is the vision. Number two, a leader can only achieve his mission if he conquers his fears. The biggest impediment in the way of people achieving their mission is that they get scared. They get scared of humiliation, failure. A lot of people don't attempt things because they're scared that people will laugh at them. People get scared because they're scared they'll lose their livelihood. I'll lose my job, I might not get a better job, and so they don't take a risk. And then, of course, above all, the greatest fear of death. That stops people from chasing their dreams. So fear is the biggest impediment in the way, not just of someone becoming a leader, but from anyone achieving their potential in life. It's fear that stops us along the way, makes us compromise. In my 13 years in politics, so many times, in 16 years in politics, so many times, I was offered compromises to become part of a government, accept something less. There's always a temptation during bad times to accept something lesser than your dream. And that's where the downward slide, as I said, starts. So fear is, you get scared along the way, people will say you can't do it. The moment you accept in your mind that you can't do it, you won't do it. As long as you think, as long as you do not accept defeat, failure cannot defeat you. You only lose when you give up. As long as you keep pursuing your dream, every setback is a time to analyze where you went wrong. Analyze your mistakes, correct them, pick yourself up, start your struggle again. One of the great attributes of a good leader is his ability to analyze where he went wrong. The ability to be their own best critic. And finally, a leader must have integrity. You cannot have a leader who does not have credibility. People only follow someone who they trust.
Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Imran Khan. May I request protocol to escort His Excellency. I have great pleasure in welcoming His Excellency Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and I invite him to address the General Assembly.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Mr. President, Honorable Secretary General, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I feel honored today to represent my country at this forum of world leaders, where we have a chance to discuss problems that the world is facing.
It will forever remain an indelible blight on human history that the apartheid crime ever occurred. It will forever remain an accusation and a challenge to all men and women of conscience that it took as long as it has before all of us stood up to say enough is enough.